I helped a client make $100,000 in a 7-day period using Instagram and YouTube organic. And in this video, I'm going to show you what the client did, what we did, and just how the entire thing worked. So you can take some lessons and inspiration from this video and go ahead and apply it into your own business. Let's say app in, let's get right into it. And let me show you how we helped this client make 6 figures in 7 days. This client's name is Harut, and you might know Harut. You might watch Harut, and I'm going to show you the exact funnel we ran. And also here's like he also made a video on this entire thing. This payout is like from his video that he already made on this exact topic. And this is how he did it. So he uses mainly 3 platforms. I don't think he uses Twitter as much anymore, but he still uses Instagram and YouTube. So how that works is you got these 2 short form platforms that are used to attract the people. And I'm going to show you later how he uses it to attract people and how we use it as well. So this is where he gets the big boy views. Okay, this is where he gets the views. And he funnels all that attention onto YouTube. YouTube is the moneymaker, but you want to use these little short form platforms such as Instagram and X and whatever to amplify YouTube. You can get 1,000 views, and yes, those 1,000 views are qualified, but it's only 1,000 views. You can also go on Instagram, post the same piece of content and get 50,000 qualified views, and then out of those 50, maybe 1% or 10% are gonna go your YouTube, and that's another 1,000 to 5,000 qualified views from Instagram. And also these are his social medias. So his Instagram right here, his Twitter. Like I said, I don't think he uses Twitter much anymore. This was back in June when we did this. We're gonna go a lot more in depth on how this funnel works, but there is a very fundamental piece that you need to understand. If Harut didn't follow this one fact, he wouldn't have made this result possible. It is the fact that you do not need to go viral in order to achieve a significant amount of result on social media, right? And Harut is the proof of that. He's literally, his core message is you don't have to go viral. You shouldn't go viral. You should go very niched, get targeted viewers, get less views, but the right views, and make more money that way. Viral is like mass market. Like 10K views or even 100K views is not fucking viral. Don't mistake it for that, okay? So let's reveal some of his views. This is some of his YouTube stuff. Boom, to like 1.2K, 700. And by the way, these are old dates. 1K views, 400 views, 1.54K views. And again, at the time, he has. So you can see his old count was 8K, now he has 11K. But you can see like he has videos at 1,000 views, maybe 1.5K max, and even less than 1,000, right? And he still makes money. He was still able to make $100,000 in a 7-day period with these little views. So do not be discouraged if you're not going viral. Oh, I'm never gonna make money. That's not true. You just need the right systems. And on Instagram, you can also see that we weren't going viral. Like we were getting like what, 4,000 views, 5,000 views, 10,000 views at max, 7,000 views. But the results of that, we got 71 leads from 4,000 views. He was getting 80 leads from what, 5,000 views, 7,000 views. He was getting 70 leads and 10K views. We got 150 leads. So you can see like we weren't getting many views, but the views that we were getting were good views, qualified, and we were maximizing those views, getting all these like hundreds of leads on very low views that other people just wouldn't otherwise get, and we were funneling people to YouTube. So this is a fundamental truth. You don't want to be chasing views. You do want to go top of funnel, and I'm going to show you how to go top of funnel with the right strategies, with the right content, so that even if you do go viral, get, I don't know, 50K views, 100K views, you still attract the right type of niche persona. Okay, this is important. Now, there is a funnel type, which is like an inverse pyramid that Harut has used, and pretty much everybody uses in the content space nowadays, which is TOF, MOF, and BOF, which essentially stands for top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. The top of the pyramid is like the biggest because this is where you get the most like eyeballs. This is my attempt to draw an eyeball. Don't fucking shame me for it. You make content for people that don't know anything about you, your brand, your business model even, and you're just trying to introduce them into it. Middle of funnel content, this is where like, it's like smaller groups of people. Like it's a smaller circle, but it's still like kind of bigger than bottom of funnel. And this is where you really attract people that they're like into the business model. They know you a little bit, and you're just trying to feed them value, or even just trying to connect with them more. And bottom of funnel, so this is the people that know you the most, know your business the most. All of this is like pretty much people who haven't bought yet, and all of this is your clients. And this is where you get like the least amount of views, and I'm going to show that to you in a second using this visual right here. But this is where you will get the least amount of views. So if you make a bottom of funnel piece of content, do not get like, this is the point, it's not going to go viral. The market for this might be like 20 million people. The market for this drops significantly. This is the people that know you or your business model. Drops to like, I don't know, like a fucking 100K if you're like considered big. In this case, for Harut on Instagram, for example. And bottom of funnel, maybe fucking 5K people know you. So this is how the funnel works. And I'm going to show you essentially how Harut uses it. How did he use this funnel, with like what examples of the videos, what platforms, etc. And really just honing in on that aspect, and just showing an example of who did it, and how can you apply it with your content as well. So how does Harut do it? And why is it the way that Harut do it special? I'm gonna tell you, it's not special. It's like everybody who makes money with content does this thing. And if you execute this accurately, you have a chance to also make money. Again, this is just information. I don't want to make income claims. I'm not going to say that you're going to take this information 100% applied and then it works. I'm just providing you information, seeing what 7-figure entrepreneurs did and handing it down to you. I'm not making any income claims. Okay, don't hold me that accountable for it. So at the top of funnel, okay, so this is going to resemble top of funnel. As you can see, like our goal with top of funnel is to catch attention of the people in our niche. And so the entire intention of top of funnel is all you gotta do and all you want to do is attract new people to your brand that are within your niche. So people that are in the niche that you want to sell to. Let's take business, for example. There's millions of people in the business space, in the business niche. There's literally millions of people that you can reach. People think going viral means like just literally going viral, getting millions of views, doing whatever kind of random shit. No, you want to go viral, but you want to go viral within your niche, meaning you want to use the formats, the terminology, the jokes, the things that are relatable to your niche. So for example, you have things that both somebody in the business niche and somebody like a regular person working on F5, you have something that both of those people will relate to. Like for example, I don't know, how to cook or how to cook a certain meal. That can relate to whether you're a fucking Indian, American, entrepreneur, 9 to 5, that can appeal to all kinds of people. So you don't want to make content on how to cook, but you want to make content, what does it take to succeed? For example, like that's super specific. Like not everybody is in that type of, oh, what does it take to succeed? No, a very specific audience, or more specific, what does it take to succeed in entrepreneurship? So you're using keywords, terminologies, formats. You're speaking in a certain way that these people are resonating with, right? So again, you're not like going crazy in depth technical. You're just talking about how to succeed in entrepreneurship, which is like a very broad topic. There's all kinds of ways. We can talk about that for hours. It's a broad topic, but it's a niche broad topic. Now, I just brought up the most fucking broad example I could pull, but like there's more niched examples. Like for example, Alex Hormozi shows me how to do XYZ. The reason this went viral is because like so many people know Alex Hormozi, and this video is not like a technical breakdown. I could make a video, Alex Hormozi showing me XYZ, and I could go viral. In fact, one of my highest viewed channels actually does leverage Alex Hormozi in the title and the topic of the video. So that's just an example. So how to grow from XYZ, this can appeal to everybody. Again, this is a very broad piece of content, but it appeals to like Twitter/X. Right? So it's appeal, like why would anybody who's like not in business want to grow on Twitter, right? Alex Hormozi, like again, it's a broad topic, but why would anybody who's not in business click on a title that says Alex Hormozi and scaling to 300K a month? And so same with fucking Instagram. Yes, it did kind of go viral, 20K views, 15K views, 20K views, 100 like 200K views almost. But again, it's a video showing Alex Hormozi, who is business specific, Anybody who saw Alex thinks business, doesn't think fucking, I don't know, cooking or running or whatever. They think business, right? So it's, again, you can go viral within your niche. And that is the point here. You want to go viral within your niche. You want to get a shit ton of views, but you want to introduce people in your niche who don't know you, don't know your business model, what you do, introduce them. That is where you introduce people to who you are. But how do you like actually convert them? Okay, this is where middle of funnel comes in. Okay, and this is the middle of funnel content. And by the way, with top of funnel content, you're gonna be using Instagram, Twitter, and you're just gonna be cycling between those platforms. You can be using YouTube as well. YouTube is not a top of funnel platform, I'll tell you that, although you should be using it, but like you should be using Instagram to also like get more views, but more so to nurture those views. But you wanna be using Instagram and Twitter, yes, to nurture, but the priority is like getting new attention. Okay, now how do you actually nurture people? This is how do we get attention right here. Like, how do we get attention? How do we actually nurture it? So how do we go into middle of funnel content and actually nurtures people? This is where like we have a big pool of people that we get into our brand. Some people are interested, some people are not, and now you have a smaller pool left. And those are the people that actually stay on your profile and all that kind of stuff. Now, those who stay on your profile, stay interested in your stuff, they watch you. We want to put more content in front of them so they actually end up watching us for a longer time, get to know who we are, what do we do, etc. So this is how you can do this with this type of content. Copy this new YouTube strategy. Watch this if you're coaching a business talk about 100K a month. How I made, again, that's the same breakdown that we're discussing right now. Like if people don't know you and you're using that's obviously middle of funnel, right? And also we're like using this type of content. This is all middle of funnel content. And also we're using Instagram stories to nurture these people. So we're using more in-depth content with stories. This is super powerful. The stories are super powerful because you can broadcast your life live and what you're doing with people and how you're doing it. And the more that connection is built, the more people get familiar with you, and they really get to know you and like you and trust you. And again, this is the cycle with the same platforms. Like, so for example, you will be using YouTube, then you'll also be using X, then you will also be using Instagram stories, making carousels that only target your followers, right? And like you could be like using CTAs, and then people, you know, comment, get something in your DMs. Now they're in your DMs, they're having a conversation with you, send them back to YouTube. From YouTube, you send them back to Instagram, they have a convo with you, close them. Okay, guys, my recording stopped, my camera died, but look, I'm in such a fucking flow state. I literally pulled up my fucking Mac, started recording. I don't want to wait for my camera to charge because I'm just gonna lose momentum and the video is gonna end up being shit. Okay, so we're just gonna rip it like this. I don't care. If you're watching this far, you're just gonna watch this anyway. Without edits, the editor, you can start working now. Okay, let's get into it. So what we left off is the bottom of funnel. So once you gotten people, so you gotten the attention, then you nurture the attention. Now you kind of need to sell to that attention. This is like the lowest of the low. Like this is where they start watching your testimonials, start researching about you, start Googling about you, start really like getting to know who you are. And they're probably even in your DMs, they're probably DMing you, you know? Otherwise, like if people don't like you, they probably wouldn't be DMing you, right? So at this point, what you should be doing and what Harut has been doing is he's been posting, like he has little fucking compilations. They're like, well, this one is hour long, this one is fucking 2 hours long, around 3 hours in total of footage where people just like come on screen and just tell him they fucking love him and what he's doing for them. That's insane. Okay, the level of that is insane. Imagine you have for 3 hours, each clip is around 30 seconds, maybe a minute max. How many fucking testimonials is that? He has a full fucking page called Wall of Love for Harut, which is like endless scrolling of people just giving fucking praises to Harut. Insane, right? And he has these kind of interviews, this kind of interview. So this is the top of all content when you really lead with proof. So that's like super important. And I think that's the most, like, you have the value to like really nurture people, and you have like the connection side of things where people connect with you as a person, and then in order to push them to this decision to buy is actually showing them proof that this can work, and then they hop on a call with you, and that's pretty much it. Now, so that is pretty much it. Now, what we were specifically responsible for in this deal with Harut, that we helped him make $100,000 in a 7-day period, you can go see that on his like YouTube channel where he talks about it, is his Instagram. We handled repurposing from YouTube onto Instagram, get a significant amount of leads, and funnel those leads back to YouTube where they would get nurtured, closed, etc. You can also see Harut himself claiming that this Instagram strategy that we implemented helped him as well. So I'm me bullshitting you, but this is how it works. This is how every single big personal brand that you probably watch, you probably consider buying from, this is how they operate. They get your attention from some from some top of funnel piece of content that you really resonate with. They funnel you to their stories, proof, YouTube videos, like actual value, actual knowledge. And then you're like, oh, this guy knows his shit. And then they start like giving you proof, start connecting with you, etc. And then you get to a point where you start to like them. You maybe message them, reply to their story a couple times. You maybe Google them or something. You fucking, I don't know, research them to see their background. You're interested in them, etc. And then you end up buying. Like, that's how it works. So if you want somebody to implement this exact like funnel for you that we implement, not for only Harut, but for all of our clients that we're implementing right now, feel free to check out the first link in the description. It's going to take you to my page, and you can actually see, to my website, and you can actually see the people that we have helped do this for, right? And you can see the exact people who've done this for, what they have to say, what kind of results we generated for them, and you can also see what kind of process we will take you through to help you achieve this kind of result as well. So if that seems interesting to you, you can book a 30-minute call with me or somebody from my team where we get to go over who you are, where you are with your journey. Can we even help you? And just like pretty much give you a free audit on your content, brand, positioning, all that good stuff. If that's something you're interested in, first link in the description is right over there. Go ahead, check it out, book a call. But anyway, if not, feel free to subscribe, like this video, and also follow me on my Instagram. And if you have any questions about this video, again, feel free to ask me. I will reach out personally, answer any of your questions. And yeah, just happy to see you grow. So thank you for watching. Go take action, and I'll see you in the next video.